So how to fuel your fight camp. So protein, how much protein should I be having? If I want to look like this guy below and I want to be looking jacked, and we definitely need to be keeping protein in there. And there's two ways we can quickly work it out. So you need to ask yourself, am I aiming to maintain or to build muscle? We can probably be to the lower end. Or am I aiming to lose fat and maintain muscle? So that means, are you losing weight? Are you in a calorie deficit? We're probably going to have a little bit more protein to make sure we maintain performance, got recovery, and we're maintaining muscle. So for those numbers on the first one, if you're looking to maintain and build muscle, you're going to aim for 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight, or 1.8 if we're doing it in kilos. And then if we go on to it, if we're in our calorie deficit, if we're in our fight camp, we're definitely going to need to up our protein. So that's going to be anywhere from 2 to 2.5, depending on how much S&C we're doing, depending on obviously how many sessions and your current like lean body mass as well. So that's 0.9 to 1.1 if we're doing it in pounds, 2 to 2.5 per kilo if we're doing it in kilos. So that's where we would start with our protein. The next thing is our good friends Mark Zuckerberg and Adesanya, is how do we spread our protein out? So we've got our total number, but like, how do we spread it out the day? Research has shown that we should aim for at least 0.25 to 0.4 grams per kilo, so grams of protein per kilo. So for example, if we're 87 kilos, we should at the top end be having around about 34.8. So this definitely isn't a limit. We're definitely going to be having more, but just as a general conclusion, if we have around about 30 grams in our meal, it's going to be a good amount. So if we did these numbers, so if we take our total protein, we divide it by the number of meals you generally have. So meals, and I just include snacks. So let's just say we're going to go for 5. So that comes to 87 kilos at 2 grams of protein. We're going to equal 174 grams. So we're going to divide that by 5, and that comes to about 34.9. So that's the optimal if we spread it out perfectly across the day. But realistically, total daily protein comes first, and then we can work on spreading it out second.